Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions, with me, Elmeron. When last we left off, I had just opened Midlight's Deep, the optional dungeon series. Shoot, Deep Dungeon? It's kind of the, if you played Final Fantasy XIV and done Palace of the Dead, it's kind of similar to that idea where you kind of go deeper and deeper into this particular dungeon that's not really to do with main plot. But before I did that, I ran around getting some experience and JP, and I unlocked the final job, which is Mime. So Mime doesn't get to wear any equipment and doesn't get to have any skills except Mimic. So Mimes just copy the last thing that happened, which in like Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI is pretty useful. You can pretty easily manipulate the last thing that happened. In this game, a little less, I don't know. I've never been able to make use of mimes. I'm sure there's amazing ways to use them, but I just haven't figured it out. But I wanted to show what they looked like. Mostly what they looked... Oops, I keep canceling all the way out. I didn't mean to do that. Mostly what they looked like, and how to get them. If you want to try to find out a way to use them yourself. I'm not going to. Also, they're automatically mastered, so if you do unlock it, it can help power up your Onion Knight really quick. So to get there, you need to be a Squire and Chemist level 8, and then Order, Geomancer, Summoner, and Dragoon level 5. So it's a little bit complicated to get to. So here's my list of the job levels that I had to get to for Demeta to become a Mime. Squire and Chemist 8, Black Mage, Time Mage, White Mage, and Mystic 3 in order to unlock Summoner and Order. And then Archer, Knight 3, and Thief, Monk 4 to get Dragoon and Geomancer. And then those 2 to 5. So it's a bit complicated for questionable results. But, you know, it's a thing. It's in the game. There's probably amazing ways to use it. I just have never quite put the effort into figuring them out. And here is the male version of the Mime sprite. Also the male version of the Dark Knight sprite, because I didn't bother sending any of the male characters I have down to Dark Knight. Because that Mime is difficult. I think it was the hardest one in the base game to get to unlock. Dark Knight, of course, they had to top that when they threw Dark Knight in, so Dark Knight is significantly worse. Worse to unlock. It's actually a very good job, and honestly, Lavin and Alicia, my general idea with the Dark Knight is to unlock it and then learn way down here at the bottom. Learn Sanguine Sword, that's the important one. Because that's the one that lets you absorb hit points from a target. And then toss them into a different job, let them equip swords, and go from there. They don't need to stay Dark Knights. However, move +3 is normally Bard only, which means only male characters can get it. And adding Dark Knight in is what lets female characters get move +3. Similarly, if a male character got Dark Knight, they would be able to unlock Jump +3, which is the Dancer exclusive, and Dancers are only female characters in this game. I have opinions on the downside. I don't like gender locking anything, so I don't really like that the game did it. And again, if they really are doing a remake of this game, I would love it if they would take that out. No more gender locking. I don't like it. Yeah, so, I mean, it's in this game. It's in the game as it is. This is how I gotta live with it. I don't like it, but, you know, the positives of the game outweigh the negatives. I overall really enjoy the game, despite its flaws. So yeah, and in the process of doing that, getting the Mime unlocked, I also canceled out the party roster again. I took Cold Run and Errol and Cloud, actually, up through Time Mage to unlock Mana Shield, which is cool mostly for physical units because if you've got high enough Brave, you lose your MP before you start losing hit points, which is great. Although, again, it's great for physical units because they don't use the MP anyway. But to do it, you have to get to Time Mage, and then you have to get 400 JP in the Time Mage to get that. Not the hardest thing, but more importantly, was unlocking Swiftness, which shortens the charge time of your abilities. So all those summons that take 10-15 turns to cast, such that Cold Run's turn comes around again before he actually finishes the cast, Swiftness will reduce that charge time. I could look it up. I don't know exactly. I don't know if it cuts it in half or if it's just like maybe a quarter or a third of the time off. I'm not sure. At the moment, I haven't put it on Cold Run or Arrow yet because they're still learning summoner spells because there's a lot and it's very expensive. Cold Run doesn't have Bahamut at 1600 or Salamander at 860 and Sylph and Salamander. I said Salamander. Sylph and go up. No. There. Carbuncle. So a few more to learn still. It's unfortunate that Swiftness and Have MP can't be equipped at the same time. There's a lot of support abilities that would be great to be able to do at the same time, but what can you do? I kind of have critical recover HP on Cold Run right now as his reaction ability, and I think the same thing for Errol. And then I also did some leveling so that my people are all roughly level 50 at least. Oh, and Race went through some chemist levels to at least be able to use X potions and Phoenix Downs, and also has started learning her Dragonkin abilities. Holy Breath is the most expensive of the things. The downside of Holy Breath is it does random attacks around you, like Rafa and Merrick's base game abilities. So it's less. I don't like randomness. I'll just say that. So it hits really hard, but it's you gotta kind of manipulate the terrain so that you're hitting people properly. Dragon's Charm is basically a guaranteed traitor to an enemy dragon. Dragon's Gift and Dragon's Might help dragons out. Dragon's Speed, I think, is the same thing. Yeah, so these are all really helpful if you have a dragon in your party, and Race can support that. Other than that, she breathes fire, she breathes ice, she breathes thunder. And then standard other stuff. I guess she's probably going to move +1, because I don't have a move ability for her. Let's go ahead and put that on there right now. And then Construct 8 got some levels. Balthier got some levels. Balthier did learn Barrage, so when I bring him along, we'll be able to see that. And he's got most of his plunder stuff, minus the accessory slot, which is what I'm saving up for, which will make stealing things a little bit easier in the future if I need to. Just to show off, I recruited a dragon, just showed up on a map. Race walked over and was like, "You're on our side now," and the dragon's like, "Yeah, sure." So, have a dragon. Oh yeah, and Cloud. Cloud went through Chemist again to get X Potion and Phoenix Down and Safeguard. And then he's learned one more of his soldier limits. And he went through Time Mage to get Swiftness so that those soldier limits go off a bit faster. So that if I did use him, he'd be a bit more useful. Now, he is the only one that I have not actually leveled all the way up, because I'm probably not actually going to use him. I just wanted to show a general, here's a Cloud that could be actually useful. Not amazing, decent. And might actually get to be amazing. I forgot to, he actually shouldn't be using that. He needs to be using the Materia Blade, or else he doesn't get to use his limits, which is the whole point. So, yeah. Don't wear that. I might need that for somebody else. You can wear the Terminus boots. You should also wear a ribbon. Oh, and I went to the Poacher's Den, and I bought up all the other special stuff I'd poached. So I've got the ribbon, I've got 5 ribbons, and I've got I've got 13 chantages. I did a lot of those apparently. So yeah, that's where the party is. Now let's move on to Midlight's Deep. This is a bit of a complicated place. It's got different floors. Now you do get to come out and move around the map. You don't get, unlike sequenced battles for story, you don't get locked into this. So you can go in, you come out, you can go back in, or you could go somewhere else. You don't have to. Saving in a separate slot is not strictly necessary for this, although I probably will. Alright, so let's go into the crevasse. And I'm going to bring, let's see. So there's a couple things here. I'm going to bring Cold Run. And I'm going to bring Rafa. So there's going to be a lot of buried treasure in this dungeon. That I want to look in the various floors that I'm going to want to look for, and Rafa's my go-to for treasure hunting. Going to bring Beowulf. I figured out how to make him better. Apparently, is to raise his faith, and then also raise the enemy's faith, and then his abilities hit much more regularly. Now, be careful not to raise his faith to 97, or he will even become clergy. But that will help. I'm not going to bring. I don't think I need race for this one. Construct 8 might be good for ranged damage, and then I'll bring both here also for ranged damage. Alright, here we go. So I read the, I read through the 2.5 pages of preparatory information. Oh, we got a difficult party for this dungeon before this. So we start. It is pitch black. You can't see the terrain unless you highlight it somehow. So the recommendation is to bring people with nice big ranged attacks so you can kind of see how things are going. And then or teleport, which is why Cauldron's here. Teleport will let you see the whole screen, basically. Now, the other thing I need to do for treasure hunting purposes is the guide that I have has a method of seeing, figuring out where the treasure hunting spots are. Let's see. It's going to be a little more difficult with the touchpad than. All right, so probably this way, because when you have a controller, there, that's height 0. Where'd the map go? Height 0 stalactite, so that's not right. Oops. This is moss. So this should be on the XY grid that they give me. This is the 0 spot. So from here, there's 2 things that I want. Where did square 0 go? Yeah, okay, so it's a height 0, it's moss. It's a little hard to... This is a stalactite, so probably this square should have a glacial gun. And then up 9, 2, 3-ish, 4. Well, that might be it. Like I said, it's a little hard to... when you have the controller, you can actually count out the squares. This is significantly more difficult to do that with. Stone outcropping. So... Oh, I see. Height 22. That's the one I want. Stalactite. So that should have the blaze gun. Those are the 2 squares I care about. The other prizes here are an elixir, which I think Marak is the only guy I've gone through chemist enough to know how to use, and the Kiyomori, which is a katana you can buy. The other thing that you have to do in this dungeon, where you need to count out tiles, is that every time you come in, there will be, in order to progress in the dungeon, where did that? Tiles. This one? Yes. In order to progress in the dungeon, you have to find the exit. And there are 5 tiles where the exit could be randomly selected each time you come into the dungeon. So the first one goes left 6 and up 9. 3, 4, 5, 5. Yep. 6-ish, maybe? Height 18, height 16, height 17. Stalactite, somewhere around here. So somewhere in this height 17 stuff is going to be a moss tile. That's a possible exit. I'll try to... Rafa's job is to find me the exits. So, and if you kill all the enemies on the map before you find the exits, then you have to do the whole stage over again. You don't get to progress. So it's a good idea to try to find the exits before... Find the exit before you actually move on. So here's Barrage. As you might expect, 4 shots. I think like half damage, but you know, it's pretty good. The other option with Rafa is to bring a black chocobo and have her fly around. And apparently, if really chemist, if when she hops on the chocobo, she's invisible. The chocobo becomes invisible. So that's pretty handy. Oh right, I made him a black mage. Oops. For some. Oops, I need to make him put him back to be his base job. That was to gain some magic power from level ups as a black mage, but it's fine. He doesn't. I'm not actually min-maxing here. I'm just doing some minor improvements as I can. Alright, so Beowulf is going to be a little less useful than I'd hoped. I also had hoped to not face a particularly dangerous group. There's a couple set... Okay, so there's a treasure hunter tile, because there's a trap on it. There is a couple different semi-set parties. Enemy parties in the dungeon are also... their levels are random based on your highest level character in your entire party, not who you deploy. And then the particular enemies you face in the dungeon are also randomly determined, but there's like some general sets. Like I could be facing 11 goblins here, which would have been the best option because there's a bunch of them and they're also all weak, relatively. All right, teleport. Show me the map. Let me scroll all the way down. Whatever. Okay, I at least am fairly confident that that is the edge of the map. So, yes, and then it jumps up. So like that. So, one of these two squares will be the that gun. Something on height 20. Yeah, this is where the elixir would be. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the square. Rafa just needs to walk straight into the corner. And then what's the height 17 stuff I was seeing? Height 17, 17, 17, 17. That's also 17. And I can't get the help. It's directly below Beowulf. Let's see. No, not that one. There, this one. What's the terrain type? Moss. I'll try to stand there. That might be an exit. That said, what height are we all at? We're at height 24, 24, 24, and 24. What height are the enemies at? 16, 14, 13, 11. Let's try a height prime. Height, prime, something big, flare maybe. Yes, okay. It's gonna hit some people, go for it. Depending on how long this map takes me, I was kind of hoping to get 3 of these levels out of the way each video, but that may not be feasible. The trouble is, this is the touchscreen issue again, where it's really hard for me to get my to tap on the tiles that I want to be tapping on. Does it even cut his attack power to use this? Yes, it does. Okay. Cuts it in half, but you basically do double damage. Plus you have more chances for a critical. Nice. Okay. Alright, corner. Blaze gun. Like and any treasure hunter tile you pick up, once you pick it up, it's gone forever. So if you get the bad item, that's it. So you want to, if you really want to do all the treasure hunting, you're going to want to save frequently. See, the reason I wanted Beowulf along was so I could turn enemies into chickens. And the other option is to turn them into toads, but with the black magic spell, but he doesn't know that one yet, so it could be a problem. In any case, this will murder a goblin. So let's go ahead and start barraging somebody else. I love the extra 2 shots at the corpse. Alright, where can you get to? To a height 20. Is there anything on a height 20? Yeah, the elixir. So this is probably the elixir. Look at that, an elixir. Don't do anything, I don't want them to see you. Alright, so we've got people on height 20. Oh, and also, everybody here is based on your highest level, but it's almost always going to be at, like, level plus X. So, like, level plus 6 in this case, basically, because my highest level is 55. So yeah, they're all going to be pretty damaging. 69, 47 CT, 47 on the CT. Is 47 prime? It is. I thought it might be, and it doesn't hit the monk. Okay. Sorry, Beowulf, I'm stealing some experience from you, because this is probably going to murder that goblin you're targeting. But I need to start knocking some of these people down before they start getting to us. This is a relatively easy map, despite all the stuff I'm having to deal with to get through it. Later maps are going to be more complicated. This one, at least, you've got the height advantage, you start up tall, and the enemies have to climb up to you while you shoot at them. Later on, not so much. Okay, and then you... Let's see what you can dispose of. 220, 280... 140 out of 161. Basically, I want to get one of these two. Let's see if 60 is enough to make the monk run away, because I need one of them to run away from me while I find the exit. Actually, you know a good way to make them run away? Make them unable to do anything to me. There. Now she'll definitely run away. At least until the disabled wears off, and that should have... Oh. Or she won't. She'll just sit there and block my... block Rafa in. Okay, you can still get that goblin. So let's get that goblin. No, I really don't want Rafa to be visible for the enemies further down. So I just want that other one to move away. Perfect. If I'm lucky, if I'm really lucky, that other one will run away too. Alright, barrage this thing all the way to death. Because it's fun. Okay, so you really can't move very far here. You do have a move 4 and a jump of 4, but I guess something's preventing you from getting... Oh, there's bodies. That's why. The corpses have all piled up. Look, you found a trap. The treasure hunter tiles all have traps. And if you don't have treasure hunter, you spring the trap. I'd like you to not do anything, because I don't want to do this fight again. Don't stand on the trap tile, please. I want to at least find the way out. Nope. Not here. Great. Okay, let's see what the next one is. There's a height 7, which is 3 left, 8 up from the bottom square. Alright. Cauldron, try to move. So let's say 1, 2, let's see if that's maybe 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that looks right. Can you maybe just teleport down there? Please? Yes! Alright. Wasn't the tile. Is it this tile? Was that the one I wanted? That's moss. Alright, it might be this tile that I wanted. But in any case, cauldron is there. We're gonna wait, you're gonna wait. Since Rafa has moved beyond the enemies. The nice thing is that if enemies crystallize, the crystals do shed light, so you will be able to see around you at that point, if they crystallize. That's not a crystal. So height 7. It's further down. Nothing on a height 12 tile, so we're safe. Go there. I'll bring a chocobo next time. Also, I'll bring Beowulf with the proper... what's it? Job. That's the word. I just want to double check that it's not this tile. Nope, it is not that tile. Okay, so it's not the height 7 one. There is... How far can you get? You can get down to height 7. Which one did I say was... No. This one, I think. No. Actually, ninjas, conveniently, have shurikens. So that's my 0 tile. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's the one right next to her where the glacier gun is. So you can turn enemies to chicken, you can make them not act, you can... this one should be glacier gun. Yeah, good. Although I've got plenty of those at this point. Now it's just the exit. Up 0, left 0, up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The exit tends to be in a corner as well, a lot of the time. Found the passage. There we go. So, a strategy that the guide was recommending was you could also turn your own character into a chicken and then have them they'd run into a corner naturally and have a possibility of finding the exit that way. You do not need to be a treasure hunter, obviously, to find the exit. Anybody will find it if you stand on the right tile. It's just that it's random which tile it is. And now, the second one is available. Okay, so this one... Oh, we've got to save the queen in this one. The Knight Sword, I really want that. There's also a blood sword. And enemies might involve skeletons, so Seal Evil might be handy. Otherwise, no special notes really, so... Yeah, so I want to save the queen, I want the blood sword, I don't care about the elixirs. There's 2 para elixirs. And then, so I'm going to go ahead... Oh, actually, before I do that, we're saving. I don't want to do that again. As with a lot of things in this game, I really feel like the touchscreen experience has made it worse. Like, significantly worse. They really did not compensate enough the downsides of using the touchscreen versus a controller. in my opinion. Like, I don't know, maybe somebody else is better able to, make use of it, but to me it feels like they could have done better. Just make you more mobile. Also, the other thing we're going to do is Rack, you're going to lose your ninja gear for now, and instead Rafa gets the ninja gear because it's auto invisibility there, and then instead of the cloak, we'll have the boots. That way we'll have better mobility even. And better speed, I think. So, yeah, perfect. Okay. Actually, not equip abilities. I don't really need that. So let's add poach. In case there's... The other thing, of course, in this dungeon is there's a lot of rare enemy types that you can poach for some really good items as well. I'm much less concerned about that because I'm not going for like item completion in this game by any means. I'm not going to level up to 99 to catch things from enemy ninjas that they might throw at me. If I can get it in the process of showing the various levels, I'm going to try for it. But other than that, I'm not going to go out of my way. So... let's see, that's half an hour. This one maybe will go faster. There's less height differences than the last one, so moving around might be a little easier. Looks like it's a bit wider of a map. It goes up to 10. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and do the second dungeon, the stair. In this video, and then I will call it for the video. Alright, Balthier was really good. We're going to bring Balthier. Beowulf will be better with Templar abilities. Rafa is going to be great. And I don't think I need a lot of characters to deal with things, so actually we're going to give Rafa a chocobo to fly around on. And then who else should come? Oh, that's right, Cold Run for teleport, so that I can see the map. It's Cold Run's big bonus right now is that he's the only one I taught teleport to. So, oh look, a bunch of goblins. So, easier enemies on this map at least. Okay. Let's see what there is to see. Enemies go, map goes. That's height 0. What's my corner? My corner is at height 2, and it's a stalactite. That's height 2, so maybe right next to that goblin. Yep. Next to this goblin, and this is a stalactite. Okay, so that is my corner. So, let's see, the blood sword is 2, and then it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I go too far? Yeah, I went too far. 7. Okay, maybe this one? Stalactite? Alright, so probably that tile for the blood sword. The other one is the Save the Queen I want is up 8, or left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8? Did I miscount? Probably 8. and up 1. It's height 1. Stalactites are probably that one right next to that goblin. Those are the 2 treasure hunter mat spots. And that's what I'm going to worry about with Rafa for now. So, to start, hop on your chocobo. Let's see. And as for exits, there might be one at left 8 up 9. And I think 8 was the very edge, and then let's see. This one, maybe? It's a stalactite, so that's probably the tile, so it's probably not there. Okay. Can you hit anybody? You can shoot that guy. Balthier is going to be massively over-leveled if I keep taking him, so I'll probably have to bring somebody else next time just to keep the levels spread out a bit. And then all of the goblins get to go, which is not great because it means my landmarks are going away from me. Let's see, so the other one is, let's see, 7 up 4. If this is 8 and 9, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that square. It's height 8, none of my treasure hunter stuff said height 8. You there. How would you like to see the face of God? Basically, it was the max faith. Alright, enemies, don't stand on my treasure hunter tiles, please. There's a lot of you. Height 0, that was an elixir. Okay. And they didn't find it anyway. They don't have treasure hunter on them, but... okay, so let's see. Where's another exit? Possibly there. And possibly there. Those are 2 exits. They are, on the other hand, unfortunately, all the way across the map. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2. That might be an exit. Do I want to do this? Probably won't succeed. Yeah, it was too far. Worth a shot. Alright, so your height 18, 13, 10, 8, 8. Everybody else is height 5 or 4. Those guys are 3. Let's try height prime. Height prime. We'll just do a regular blizzard. It's going to hit Cold Run because he's on a 13 tile. But it is just a regular blizzard. It'll be fine. Lots of blizzard. Okay, and then you are going where? I need a treasure hunter tile. Alright, so there's the base of the map, and then 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's, nope, this one, I think, which means I want to go next to it so that Rafa can just dismount onto that tile. Alright, meanwhile, exits. Is there another height 8 stalactite? There's this one. Just in case it's not there. Alright, don't shoot the Faith one, because I'm going to turn that one into a chicken. Alright, this should be it, right? No, apparently not. Was it this one, maybe? Did I not go far enough over? 2. That's height 5. It's supposed to be height 6. That's height 5, and it's not. Yeah, it should be this one. Huh. Maybe it's this one. Maybe I miscounted. Oh well. Sorry, Chocobo. They might come after you now. But I have spares. I have spare Chocobos. Also, you're not exactly helpless. Ow. You are, however, fragile. Alright, okay, so it's not the 8 height one. But if I go 1 over and find something height 5, this one? Maybe that one. Let's go stand there. Exit. Yes. Okay. Don't have to worry about the exit at least. I did not realize that would happen. But that is fantastic. Alright, so 100% bravery minus 50. Not quite enough this time around, but that's okay. Nice block, thank you. I'm probably going to be done with this before the my chocobo crystallizes. But if necessary, I'm going to go get it back up. Okay, so let's try this tile instead. There's the blood sword. Okay, so you're at height 6, you're at height 8, you're at height 5, you're at height 7, you're at height 4, you're at 13, you're the one at 8. Let's see, how about CT is 45, 30, so that's not going to help. Level 63, probably not level 51. Experience 97, 18, 96, nothing, 21. Let's try experience. Prime. So that does hit somebody. Good. Have some more blizzard. Good enough. One more down. barraging some more. See if I can make this work for me again. Good enough. Alright, and then I want my Save the Queen, which is left 8, up 1. And left... So, that should be all the way over. Alright, so in that case, let's go get the Chocobo back. It will be visible. That goblin might just kill it again. But you know what? If Rafa could just fly over there, it'll be much faster. Going after Balthier, huh? Balthier's got a lot of hit points, though, so yeah, you're going after the Chocobo. Well, next time, if the Chocobo lives long enough, then it won't be as much of a problem. Let's work on draining your hit points for my own hit points. Fantastic. Goblins are going to wander around a bit. That might be where I want Rafa to be. So I'm not going to move. Hit that guy. Let's see. What can you shoot this guy? Right, 8. Oh no, I think it's that one. I think that's the tile. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. 144, so if I barrage you, it should kill you. Good. Balthier surrounded by a pile of dead goblins. Nice block. Let's see, can I kill you specifically? What height are you standing on? Oh, you're height 3. CT, yeah, CT's no, well, no good. Experience is even. Level, but I think I've got some prime number. I don't see a good way to get you. Okay. Height prime, though, should get some enemies. So let's go there. And we're going to height prime Zara. Oh no, it's counting number 3 as prime. Some of the heights, some of the lower numbers, it doesn't always count for, like, I think if you're height 1, it doesn't count as prime, even though, well, I guess 1 times 1 is 1, so never mind. Anyway, you're just gonna not do anything this turn. Let's try to get that Chocobo back up. Maybe the Chocobo will kill the goblin. Maybe it'll get a turn. Maybe if I get in the way. No, wait. Oh, shoot. It's like, wait, maybe what I should have done is just jumped on the Chocobo. That's okay. Chocobo gets a turn. Go stand next to Rafa so Rafa can get on you next turn. Let's see. If we barrage... We don't need to barrage. Let's just move over here. And I'm pretty sure that's not the tile I need, so I'm going to kill you. And this should work, so you're dead, so there's just 2 goblins left. And I just want to hold up, leave them alive long enough. I can probably still chickenize that one goblin. Long enough to get Rafa over to get my Save the Queen for me. And if it's not a Save the Queen, I'm finishing the map anyway. I'm not doing this one again. I'm not going to do any of these a second time if I don't have to. Look at all the dead goblins. It's a lot of them. I think Faith may have worn off. Yeah, 76 is still a decent % chance. Nope. Of course. When I think it's going to be fine, it just isn't. Perfect. Good job being bait, you two. Ooh, crystal. See, now I can vaguely see what's going on. Not amazingly well, but... I have stocked up on X potions again. I was down to like 0 to like 2, actually. Like 2 after the last grind fest. But I got back there eventually. Okay. Land here. Next turn we dismount. As the crystals keep coming in, the place brightens up, which is pretty nice. Neat effect. Too bad it takes so long to get there. And also that an enemy can just collect the crystal and then I can't see anymore. Alright, come on, leg shot. Good. I don't want that thing going anywhere. Balthier is now my highest level character. So I'll definitely want to swap somebody else in so that I don't get... the enemies don't get too super out of control. You want to go to sleep for me? Is that a better option? Yes. Okay. Dismount. This square. Phoenix down. Damn. No Save the Queen for me. That's okay, I already have one. Alright. It's not the most important hidden treasure out here. So, let's just end this fight and the video with a shuriken to the back. He died in his sleep. I mean, I cut his throat, but he also still died in his sleep, so... It counts as natural causes, right? Maybe, for a goblin. Okay, so no Save the Queen, but I did get the blood sword. The blood sword... Let's just take a quick look. It does less damage than the rune blade, but it probably does a drain attack on a hit. Just naturally. It doesn't say that, but that's usually what the blood sword does in these games. So, less damage, but you get healing in the process. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call that here. Next time, we will continue exploring the Midlight's Deep. We've got 8 floors to go. Hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.